What up, guys? What's up? What's up?
What up?
Back.
We're back. It's react and draw. You know what I'm saying? It's like the 21st century version of Kid and Play. You know, it's like, we're too hype. We're gonna have a house party. I'm sure Kid and Play wouldn't like that I called it because they're still alive. I think they have and I think they have a YouTube channel. They had a podcast, Kid and Play.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I believe so. Now that I remember, I think I saw them on one of the thumbnails while scrolling videos, looking up '90s nostalgia.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know they were still a thing.
So yeah, they're still doing their thing. Remember, they were big, man. House party, class act.
Right.
Hood classics, right? Certified hood classics.
Uh,
Hip hop legends. So what's up, man?
what's
What's
up?
going on, dude?
Get my
What's
stuff back
going
up
on,
on here.
dude?
Oh, nothing much. What we got in here? We got Kirby up in here. Got
What up, Kirby?
Mari
What's
Cinematic. Kirby says what? Probably wondering about our freaking old man references of Kid and Play. Don't worry about it. It's not even important. I'm not-
It's no longer relevant to today's youth, okay?
What's relevant today?
Um, I don't know what are young people doing right now. I don't know. Getting
Uh,
high and robbing the smoke shops, vape stores.
yeah, and unfollowing Ice Spice because she's not thick anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, it's Hage. Well, Hage don't know what even going on. My man ain't even in America. Like, so over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out the youth culture, okay? We're trying to stay relevant. We're trying to keep up with the new trends. Well, hip hop's changed a lot, since its inception. We've been here since the beginning of it, as little kids. And it seems once they got into the gangsta mode, it seems to have stayed in that pocket. Like
Right.
now it's just like I guess it's like they're too high to like rob people or something in these songs. I guess like they're too
Yeah, they leave the robbing to the regular American populace to do it in a Rite Aid to
right.
steal.
They're like post crime. They're like they're like they're not only selling the drugs, they're also taking the drugs, and now they're just taking the drugs. It's just
Hey, listen.
you know they're in that avant-garde phase in the hip hop community. I saw the Grammys last year, and it had Travis Scott. He was just like hitting, uh, I don't know, the ground with a mallet as part of his performance and stuff. And I'm like, I don't really understand this.
He was kicking the ground with a mallet like some Looney Tunes joint.
It was more like a hammer. It was like a sledgehammer.
I about to see the Wily Coyote joint, like
No, I made it.
Okay.
I made it sound like it was some Looney Tune.
That's right. Man, try to catch a road runner. Meet me.
Right.
Do road runner fan art one day. No, I'm kidding. No, no, no
Strange pop
disrespect.
cultural landscape. The rest of the Grammys was basically about like young 20 something year old pop stars like trying to defeat each other, and in the end Taylor Swift won. So it's just
Taylor Swift. Ain't Taylor Swift like the last boss of everything right now?
I think so.
Didn't Taylor
I think
Swift
it's like
running for president? Something like that. What was the Taylor Swift video
probably
game? Video game with Taylor Swift.
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the call to like see if she wanted to run for president, and because she'd probably win. I mean, straight up.
Probably.
They're probably saving that play for like a rainy day.
I'm sure she would have the best policies in mind. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to blow that. Like you don't want to like use your reverse Uno card if you don't have to. You want to stretch out the victories.
Anyway, y'all, we got Mama Bear's in the chat. What's up? How you
Right.
doing?
So today we're having a draw stream, right? Sean, it'll be
Yeah,
drawing.
enjoying
He's
while we talk about character design.
right, because it seems like we were looking up yesterday we were talking about Concord and the fact that
I
Sony
got you.
pulled it. Right. We're talking about Concord. Ah, this is a good demonstration of what we're talking about. It seems that even the mainstream press is talking about America's design problem, especially when it comes to the topic of Concord. Even the most ardent journalists that support messaging in everything
Yeah,
had to concede that Concord's designs weren't up to I don't know, the sales expectations. It wasn't going to achieve the sales expectations that they desired. It wasn't going to generate that revenue or that interest from
it
the
didn't.
player,
It didn't.
right?
I mean, to be fair, it didn't. It didn't achieve anything. Like, like forget the sales expectation. It just like came and just
Right.
like
Storyline,
just disappeared into thin air.
So anyway, in this photo, what am I looking at here? This is like on the left is Concord, and
On
on
the
the
left
right,
is on the right is actually two different games. On the top right we have Mecha Break. On the bottom right we have the First Descendant. And so I've been listening to a couple of uh, developers on YouTube, and it's actually very interesting because out of this Concord talk, we've apparently achieved some kind of educational discussion. Like we've come across an educational discussion. I'm not even being sarcastic. Like, yeah, they're being funny about it, but they're like, no, guys, for real. Like, we need to talk about like design elements. And I think like Concord is catching the flack for the like bad design elements that have been going on. But I guess like Concord came to a head like as the strongest version of undesirable character design. And to be honest, as an artist, I do feel bad because it's like yeah, it's funny, but it's like somebody did put their heart and soul into this and whatever. Oh no, wait, I cannot. Can you guys hear me? I cannot hear.
sorry, my bad. It was my
Oh,
bad.
oh,
That was me. I
oh,
muted
okay.
it for a second on purpose. Yeah, it was yeah, I mean, it's not here to like make people feel bad
It's just
because it's hard to create art,
yeah, it's hard.
especially and I can't imagine how hard it is to create art within the modern corporate environment where you're only allowed to create art within a very I don't know, a very specific number of strict parameters. Like you can't offend XYZ, you can't make it too adult, you can't make it too kidified, you have to deliver it in X amount of time, you got to do this, that. It's just a lot. It's a lot to deal with. You have like 80 people telling you what to do. And at the end of the day, it's like maybe Amari's first incarnation, that's her name, Imari.
Yeah,
Maybe her first incarnation was like the first Descendants on the right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody drew it up and said, "Oh, you want
yeah.
a black female character who's in, a futuristic setting, being a badass or cool or here you
Mm,
go." And then
the
they said, "Well, that's not going to work for me.
right.
I'm going to need her, looking like a teacup ride or something at Disney World. I need that in armor form, battle armor form or something. I need the color of the teacup and the spherical situation in order to make me happy or something." And then he's like, "Well, if that guy wanted to have rent, he'd have to make it, and then he got a good job from the people in charge, and you gonna blame him? I mean, like, look, this is what they're doing in every entertainment industry right now in Hollywood, comics, television shows.
But
If they were told this is the way, this is the way, and they did it. So
I,
anyway, so on the left is like the robot from Concord, and then the
yes,
right is like a what the Koreans consider a robot.
yes, from Mecha Break. Yes,
So I guess like the Americans, they were trying to subvert what they call, I guess, traditional,
Yeah.
I don't know, popular idea of what is good looking. But I guess like we've had so many years of subverting the expectation that people began to miss the expectation. They became nostalgic for the expectation. This is also seen in a cultural shift, as you can see, like people getting nostalgic for the '90s
Hmm.
and even the early 2000s. Hence why they want to rescue Britney Spears. They want to remember a time before like Facebook was invented, so they stopped arguing with each other about like I don't know some tax policy. And yeah, it was like so people just want to remember the good old days.
Now,
When Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton were hanging out with each other. They want to remember those days. They want to remember Baywatch. They want to remember Wesley Snipes doing kung fu and not Kevin Hart doing kung fu, in that movie Lift on Netflix that I doubt like no one has seen. I mean, I doubt that anyone's seen.
I have a question.
Sure.
What's Lyft?
Lift?
Yeah,
Oh, apparently Kevin Hart was in a Netflix movie where like he leading a heist of he's like a part of some like Ocean's 11 kind of deal. He's like the ringleader of some I don't know, burglars or something, and he's gonna pull off a heist on a plane, like Bane or something,
right.
in The Dark Knight Rises or something. And it's like a comedy action thing. I didn't see it. I just saw the trailer for it, and like they had Kevin Hart doing like some judo move on somebody, and I'm like, I don't know
Yeah,
about
Kevin
this.
Hart doing kung fu, bro. Well, not kung
Yeah.
fu, martial arts. Excuse me, but okie doke.
So people miss the old days, People miss like guys like Van Damme doing karate. You know what I mean?
It's all coming to like. Okay, I will show you guys some clips in a moment for what exactly is happening right now. But let's see the chat. We got Brina's here. What's up, Brina?
What
Uh,
up?
just go through these real swift before we move on. Brina says, "I have an idea for a doll redesign. I might do Baz and a yellow robot too." Brina, you going for some extra credit that like I can't like after I finish my doll, I'm done. Like it's done for me. Like I can't, cause doll is like one of I, chat. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Brina, by the way, great artist. Brina should drop your link. Go subscribe to her. Brina's DAW is gonna be more accomplished than mine because I don't know what to pull out of it. I think Brina's like a little more inventive in that way. I can't do it. I can't do it. I restart. Look, I restarted the DAW. Like I kind of made him a little more like a little more bruisery kind of thing. That coat is not gonna be all cyan blue because I can't do it. It's gonna have like cyan accents or something. Yeah, I don't know. My man Dawes design is kind of ridiculous. Hage, by the way, Hage wants us to be mean. Everybody's doing that for us right now. You know what I'm saying? um,
So you redesigning doll. So like, how did doll look originally? Like, I mean,
oh boy.
this is like a completely different person
Yeah, give me
from
a
what I
sec.
remember.
Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. I got you.
This is
Can
doll DAW.
DAW. Oh,
Doll
he's right
with
here.
doll. What?
That's
Oh,
Dog. Okay. That's what I,
wow.
that's what I gotta roll with right now. All right.
But can you imagine like pitching this like, oh, I think we can improve the design so we can get more playership. This is my concept. You just like say this is a completely different person, right?
So
What are you trying to say with this drawing? Well, I just think that this is cooler. That's all. It's just cooler. Similar in design, isn't it? Like actually, it's just a whole nother. It's a whole cooler character. It's just like start from scratch. But sometimes in life, you got to start from scratch. You know what I'm saying? You got to like pull away the layers of things that you have to unlearn what you have learned before and to begin anew. You can't roll with this. I don't know what
said,
this is.
bro, that ain't Dog. That's Dawson's Creek. Hey man, look.
Facts, you know what I'm saying?
He's supposed to be on the battlefield, right? How be on the battlefield, run out of breath? Like, it don't make any sense. I'll just be realistic.
Kirby said the guns is powerful. Yeah, it is guns. That's the word. That's what it is.
I I've Proto's here.
And I'm
What's
like,
up? What's up? Uh, yeah. So like, yeah. One day, I'll deal with Daw next week. All right. But I will say, so I've been watching these. A lot of YouTubers are coming out. You know, the regular YouTubers. You know. By the way, I was featured in a YouTube video. I'll show you guys the clip in a moment. Um, they made me think of a lot of things. Okay, it has truly been an educational moment, and it's stuff that I believe I mentioned this yesterday, but it's things that I inherently kind of think about as an artist with character design, but hearing them say during this Concord critique has made me reinforce like what would make a good character design. For instance, this I can now just look at this and we just automatically see this and we're thrown off, and it's not just because of the size; it's because of the characters. And then we learn, oh, the colors are muted, so it looks flat when you turn it black and white. And then you realize he also has colors that don't make any sense because they don't appear anywhere else in the outfit. Now, when I did my redesign of Wes and Kira, I made sure to put their accents colors somewhere else in the outfit so that it would make sense. I didn't know what I was doing at the time when I did it, but I inherently knew that I was supposed to do it. So what I'm talking about is my man's gloves. Why are they orange? And why is that orange not anywhere else in the outfit? It completely throws it off. I like I guess they could have put orange as like the bottom of his boots or something like that. Or I mean, first of all, I wouldn't have thrown orange in there in the first place. I mean, I guess the more orange you throw into that outfit, the more it's gonna look like the like the Mets baseball logo or something. Um, yes, that is a dude. Yes, I know. I didn't know that at first either. It is in fact a man. So yes.
is
Uh,
it? I
yes,
guess it is.
it's an action. It's a
I
man.
was
I mean,
okay.
to my knowledge.
And the thing about the size is like, and I guess what your redesign, which is like classic action hero man
Yes.
build.
Hmm.
It's sort of like the classic action hero person isn't just about like, whoa, we're gonna celebrate how Chad he is, or something like, or if you have like some hot babe or something as the action hero, like how Laura Croft was when she was created. It was like it wasn't about drooling over people. It's more like it's just an aesthetic that you could just look, just accept and be like, okay, that a person that's athletic would look like this,
Yes.
and I don't have to be distracted or confronted by anything in that goes against that. I can buy into the realism of it,
You're right.
of that person like this would do this, you know? Like you look at athletes, they end up like, higher on the attractive scale, but they also serve a secondary function of being able to like run around and like do jump kicks and flips and climb mountains and things
Yeah.
like that. Also, too, it's like this person here on the left is like, I guess they have, a weight issue or something like that. Or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just gonna say that. And America has a weight issue, right? This could go
Yes.
twofold. This could go twofold. I think that they, on their end, were probably thinking they're celebrating or making it feel like you could be included within this, whatever adventure
Well, yeah. I mean,
game world or something,
the new current. There's a
trying to
current
shout you out.
current American talking point is like being represented. But it's funny because I've heard more than one critique on this character where they were like, from guys that were like, "Yo, man, I'm big. I don't need to see myself on screen like this. Like this is kind of ridiculous."
Right, that's what I was gonna get into as well. Like that, it's like you don't want to be reminded when you're trying to have your escapism
Yeah.
of your real life issues. You know, like
Right.
you ever had like a temporary like health problem or something?
Mhm.
Like, oh, you broke your leg or like something like that, or like, oh, you got to go in for a surgery and or you're like got the flu, you got the vid or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you're like, you're worried about it, you're depressed about it, you got medical bills up the yin yang about it. And then you like, oh, let me watch some TV to get my mind off of this. And then you watching a show, and then the person on the show has the same exact problem that you do,
Yeah.
and it just spirals you into more like
Right, right, right. Because now you're
dread,
thinking
like
about it.
right. It's like some dudes want to like, play as some like, guy looks like Dante running around hitting people and stuff. And you don't have to worry about like you need to how society is messing with you because you're a big boy and now you need a video game to endorse you so that you can have self-esteem. Like it's like and you're just like, I wasn't even thinking about that, but now you got me thinking about that and I don't want to be thinking about that.
Like I need to take myself back to the gym more often myself, but so I don't need to see myself.
And that
I
wasn't
mean
even the
that
intent of the game. They're trying to say you that you beautiful as you are. You know what I'm saying? Like Christina Aguilera says, "You beautiful no matter what they say." But instead, it's having the opposite effect. It's making you self-conscious. Like it's making you think about the idea of weight. It's making you think about the idea of whatever, and you just sorry, you just want to play a game, right?
yeah.
You ain't trying to think about this.
No.
So let generic action man exist, you know what I'm saying? And we can like, let him
But
have a
I'm like
cool character
it just
design,
get
cool
into the
gun.
thing because I'm like, yo, you're in a battlefield.
Right, because it didn't even make sense either, so it's sticking out even more
What are we
so.
doing? Like, I'm like, I mean, unless he's going sumo style where they're building up weight
Right, like E
to
Honda, remember?
like
Like he was
tackle.
big, but he was still doing like the 100 hand
I
slap.
mean, E Honda had the guns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true. He was, yeah, he was true. He was
never forget Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
true.
Anime.
Also, like the vibe of Concord was kind of strange because it looked like the characters were like some, I don't know, mismatched, like what they call it, like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of knockoff comedy vibe.
Yeah.
But then the animated short you showed me, and we talked about this yesterday, but I guess it bears repeating that it looked like it was like trying to have a serious storyline where
Of
like
sorts.
Baz is having like an issue right now in this dystopian future, and it's just like, well, I guess like Guardians of the Galaxy was like serious and silly at the same time. But I don't know. These people look too silly. Like every character is silly.
All of them. All of
I
them.
don't know.
And
It's
Dawn
like
and
they don't
Amari are not even the worst characters. That's the funny part. Is
right. They have a tone problem.
yeah.
Anyway, what are we saying here? Coffee Pixel says, don't do Concord like that." This Taku, by the way.
Oh, Taco Pop? What up? What up? What
Yes.
up?
Kirby says, "Dan, you're just not ready for these character designs." I guess not. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
Hage.
I'm not ready for this. This is the future. They're ahead of their time. That's what it is.
No, Brina said the red faced blue dude is definitely reskin Brock from God of War. No, why did you put that image in my head now? You're right. Why did I not put that together? Brock is a character from the newer games, y'all. If you, I don't have time to do a side by side, but just trust on this one.
But that's the thing. It's like we are having our, I guess,
We're having
ideas challenged,
the challenges
all
too
the
much,
time.
man.
Yes, every day, like by our media right now, trying to flip script. What's up is down, and what's left is right. Now we're just like, just want to go back to where time was simple. Just we can get stuff rolling. So I don't got to think about. I don't need things like sticking out like a sore thumb. I just need to like get to things that matter, like the storyline and whatnot, and
Right.
immerse myself into the world. Like a person on the like your drawing on the right is like I can imagine that dude running and gunning and taking care of business. Instead of now I have to be confronted by like the person on the left doing that in a superior way against foes that don't look like that.
But
Which in real
well,
life that doesn't really
also
happen.
on another character design manner, a couple of people were critiquing it, and they were like, "You look at the characters in Concord, right? Like they had one girl that like flies. She has a big helmet on her head, and I think they compared that to a character in like Overwatch that had the same powers with like flight and like sniping and stuff like that. Except like that one had a mech suit with a yellow front designed like a beak with like metallic wings, and I'm like I could automatically understand what she's supposed to be doing. The girl in Concord with the big helmet has no indication of like what her powers would be. Also here with Daw, he's a medic. Can you tell? No, there's nothing here. He doesn't have like a freaking plus sign or something that would like let you know that like oh he's more of a help out character.
Yeah.
So then they're not giving us good indicators. But so yeah, to on the Twitters, I did. Hage, were you here? He didn't see. This was I did a well actually I'll just I here I did this, Hage. I try to remake that. It kind of blew up on Twitter a little bit. Uh, which I'm thankful for. It's like
But it's funny how America has these strange issues with video games that overseas they already have solved this issue and just keep rolling with you know with what works. You know, like the fact of the matter is, like you're saying, like well, you can have like an African American character and have it be looking like the one you drew is such a controversial, like mind blowing galaxy brain like take, right? It's like it's sad that that has to be that way. Meanwhile, in Japan, they already like in Tekken they have characters, and in Street Fighter they got black characters.
yeah.
It's like they've been doing this for years. It doesn't matter. It's like Korea is now making um different ethnicities and their characters, and it's just people love it and it's fine. In America, it's like if it's a black person, it's got to look like Imari from Concord, like
That was what. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up. Give me a second.
or Adele Walker that guy was talking about. That's
Yeah,
like
Del Walker's one of the ones that kicked it off.
it really is not like it should not be. It should not be even worth but it a discussion, but it is has to be now because they made it that way. They're just
Mm-hmm.
like so this is a drawing, right? This is a commission you're doing
Yeah,
right now.
this is a commission.
Right.
Um,
And
this is a commission here. That I'm doing. I kind of came up with the floor idea today because I was just trying to finalize it. It's almost done, but I guess here too, I was trying to have contrasting like colors in the character design. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with those boots, and also the light on the floor. I'm gonna change that a little along with the actual floor color background because I don't want to meld in. I don't want everything to become mud. Luckily, I could change that easily over here, but
yeah, that's cool.
doing that. Maybe be like a golden floor or something like that. I was thinking of something like some kind of like a broken kind of palace kind of thing going on. But then I don't want it. I'll figure that out in a second. Um, but yeah. Speaking of the, hold on, I don't know which.
Also, guys, whoever's in the chat, if you are enjoying the stream, like the video.
Yes, please.
Helps us in the algo. Helps it boost it so more people can join the discussion.
Yep. Let's see.
But anyway, I mean, look, we're having some kind of re-examination of America's having a collective re-examination of what's working in entertainment and what's working in like art,
Yeah.
film,
Hold on,
and I guess it's trying to enter some era of just giving the people what they want, even though I guess it's some kind of it's internal struggle against it.
yeah,
Like Hollywood does not want to give you what you want
no,
because they don't want to pander to you. They don't want to, and in some way, the artistic mind is like that, where it's like they want to challenge people,
right,
but sometimes it can get out of control because then it's like you're not even giving yourself what you want to do. It's like you don't want to do like you're trying to subvert all the expectations that even when you start missing the expectation, you won't do it because you're like stuck in one mode.
right. Okay, here we
But
go.
as an artist, you shouldn't be afraid of anything.
So I'm just gonna. Oh,
Even
wait,
even like if people who made those Concord designs, they tried it
yeah,
and it didn't work, but he tried it.
they
I don't know
try.
if it came exactly from a 100% genuine place because it's made by a giant corporation with mandates, but they did try
Probably
it.
not. Probably
They
not.
did try it, so now we can try something else, and I guess we will. And I guess that's what
So
going on.
I was listening to this earlier today, and this is one of the conversations that are being had. This guy's name is Mustafa, and he is a developer. Uh,
Mustafa.
yeah. This happened while I was like watching it while I was trying to do the whole DAW thing.
Play if the game doesn't look appealing. But if the game's characters don't draw in the customers, then no one wants to play
Like,
the
he made a
game.
good
Again,
point over here though.
but figuratively, she's the biggest stereotype of them all. Character. But we really got to talk about this character right here. She's the biggest stereotype, not just in size, but figuratively, she's the biggest stereotype of them all. When it comes to black women in media, I've noticed basically two different types of stereotypes. And there is
Volume is low.
the
Okay.
very masculine black woman, usually very fat, and that's what this is. This is from the game Monaco 2. This character right here,
Let me see if I could enlarge this. If I go full screen, is it gonna fill up the whole screen? Oh crap! All right, whatever. That works.
she's like a Scottish bruiser. First of all, I looked it up online, and like less than 1% of Scotland is black. But they decided to make this big woman, a very large woman, who is basically shaped like the heavy weapons guy from TF2. They made her bald, they gave her the nose ring, they gave her giant hands, and of course she's like as large as the Kool-Aid Man. And this is not okay to portray such a ridiculous negative stereotype. This is a tabletop game. Tomb Raider, Shadows of
forgot
Truth.
about this.
This is not okay to just have a list of check marks that you want to go through and say, "Yep, got that." She's
Maybe
fat,
they get
she's
more
black,
money
she's got the pink hair strip, she's got the prosthetic
per
legs.
like
We're winning with this one.
diverse
I
point.
genuinely thought this character was some sort of a parody or a joke when I saw so many people using this character on their YouTube thumbnails. I mean, first of all, like her armor looks ridiculous. It looks like rubber.
I mean, obviously, all of these design choices are on purpose. I guess they thought they were gonna challenge us.
Yeah, it's like the inverse of like what I guess a typical game would do. So they're like, oh, the character's looking like super fit. Oh, we will go the opposite way. Like, oh, the character has all that tech armor and LED helmets inside. Like the UI interface in the helmet's crazy, and they'll have like nanotech armor that like morphs into some other cooler armor. They'll be like, nah, here comes rubber.
Right.
It's like everything they do, I do the opposite and see what happens. It'll get attention, and it's like, well, I guess it did get attention, but the controversy did not equal cash.
No, it got a more. Do you know the people who made the most money off of Concord were the people talking about it, probably because I mean,
Yes, it's like, dude, like maybe, but I think some people think they're gonna rage bait people or like shock people or like into buying the game. They're going to try it out. Like, you ever see the movie with Howard Stern, like the Howard Stern movie, Private Parts? Is that what the movie? And
Yeah.
you ever see that movie? And there's a part where, because he has all these he has all these, it's Howard Stern from like the 90s and the 80s, and he had like, what they shock jock radio shows. Like, he would have like, women in bikinis in the studio and people talking about, sex and whatnot. It was like very salacious,
Yes.
and that was not really going on at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So then they had like some dude come in, and even the radio station was kind of apprehensive about it, even though they were making money.
Mm-hmm.
And they came in and they said, wow, we have people who hate Howard so much. And then they said, well, but we also have people who love him. And he says, well, how many people love him? How long they listen to the show? Well, they listen, for an hour. It's crazy. And then he says, oh, well, then what about people who hate him? The crazy thing is that the people who hate him listen double the time than the people who love him. They just listen to see what they can hate about him. They're hated, but they can't look away. And they actually watch and listen to the show or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's what Concord thought. They were like, oh, maybe the haters will be, they will actually purchase it. But the fact of the matter is, like, it's not working anymore. Like, now it's just like people can, it's because it's an off ramp.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to experience Concord to not like it or something, to hate watch it and give you a view or a click or free advertising. It's like you could just watch a YouTube video.
Well, I
people
think a
talking
lot
about
too.
it.
Like, there's been I've heard this online, and maybe the corporations and people behind entertainment think this too. And it was like, how could you hate something if you or how can you not give it a chance before giving it an opinion? And I'm like, my brother, this is why they have previews and trailers.
Yeah.
If you
And
don't
then when
like
the
the
game is
preview or
released,
trailer,
yep,
you don't check it out. Because
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, if I don't like a preview or a trailer, and then I force myself to go check it out, I didn't like it anyway.
And nowadays, they have entire playthroughs of a video game.
Oh yeah, that's
You
what
know,
that's what I did with
if you,
Dustborn. I was like, I ain't.
yeah, like if you really, you ain't trying to see the whole thing, you just watch somebody else play it. They'll get to the end eventually.
Yeah,
Then you don't have to spend the cents looking, doing
I'll let somebody
playing
else
the
go through the
game.
pain. Like, I ain't gonna do. Look, I don't got time for all of that.
That's one less purchase for them. You're like just piggybacking on somebody else.
But I guess they thought there was so many. I don't know. It's a baffling time. It's a baffling
Yeah,
situation. It's a
it
baffling
is a
game.
bad thing,
And
right?
it's not
Because it was
it's
like,
not just Concord. I mean, like we said in our previous streams, multiple things failed in August, and I'm just like, yeah, because we're kind of tired, bro.
yeah, like America's fried right now because this is what they're told to create, and then if it fails, then I guess it's their fault. Like, they're not going to hire the developers again, maybe to do. Maybe they will. I don't know. Maybe they're like, will say, "My bad. I'll let you do what you want to do now. I made you do this," or maybe they want to do this and it'll be never be
I
hired
mean,
again.
I don't know. The way the games industry is going is kind of like they do one thing and then they usually say like, we're gonna have to let you go. Now, obviously, I don't wish that upon anybody. Like, maybe now some people in Firewalk will be like, all right, let's go a different direction with things. So I don't know what's gonna happen to it, but I mean, where the games industry going, like Rocksteady just let go of a bunch of people.
Sure.
They let go of a bunch of people, and I don't know what they thought was gonna happen after they made a game desecrating Batman, Superman, Flash, and look, whatever. I'm not gonna go through that again, but yeah. And I'm not gonna say like, yeah, those people lost their jobs, but I will say I don't know what the outcome you guys expected. And then they made Mrs. Freeze, and that was just like, yo, what's worse, Mrs. Freeze or people from Concord? Also did a remix of Mrs. Freeze, if y'all remember too.
Good question.
That's a hard
I
one.
guess I guess Mrs. Freeze, because
Yeah, Mrs. Freeze is pretty bad.
but this is what happens when they try to create a character. It's like this is what comes out nowadays. What's the chat saying here? Coffee Pixels here. Coco Artist is here. Says morning.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Brina said the volume is low. Or maybe that was from the video you were playing.
Yeah, no, that was for the video.
Makini says, hey guys, I dropped a new Concord redesign in the Discord.
Uh-oh. Well, today is
Showcase.
So we will be looking at all of that, okay? For sure.
For sure. Brina says Mrs. Freeze is worse. At least Concord was original. True.
Yeah, Mrs. Freeze is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Because based off of the comic characters alone, like you already have like market research on what people want to see, what looks good. You know, you have professional artists to reference from. Instead, they come up with Mrs. Freeze off the dome. You know,
and like just like legitimately, like aesthetically speaking, Concord's bad, but like Mrs. Freeze actually did look worse. Like it was just like it was very concentrated cringe. I don't know what was going on. And she was like, wow, she 8 feet tall. What is this new thing? Like, what is this thing where it's like we're gonna make women like 8 feet tall in a It's like, have y'all seen the comparison size of Amari versus the rest of like Concord characters? Like, she's like the size of the Hulk.
They're doing a lot. It's a lot. They're doing the most right now.
I don't know, man. Let me see here. Makani says, if anyone deserves it, it's Dustboard, especially after the CEO was revealed to be an absolute racist. Really? Wait, the CEO? Oh, well, whatever. Oh, you mean like racist, like they hate white people, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, Mrs. Freeze or Victoria Frias, I forgot how to pronounce her name, will fit perfectly into the Concord universe. Yeah.
I would say so.
Says when you try to recreate a character, it's like making Rasta SpongeBob. Yes, that was our creation. Rastafarian SpongeBob, you know what I'm saying? Got support. True. So I got one more clip here. So Demion, I don't know if you guys know him. He has a big YouTube channel, and he decided to feature my art in his video, which was pretty cool. And I had a clip of that. In the ever let's see here. This one's a shorter clip. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Let me just go straight to the back.
Like I said in my previous video, it comes down to the character design.
Turn up the volume.
Just god awful across the board. Like, my god. One user whose name is Art Attack X, or Sean, is an artist that does some really good work, and he kind of proved right away how pathetic Firewalk's character designs were. Since in around 5 or 10 minutes, he was able to redesign the tank character Amari from Concord and showed his design for the character, which you can now see on screen here. And I think we can all agree that his version of Amari is infinitely better in every conceivable way, and proves right how poorly designed those original designs were. Like, come on, dude. Amari looks like dog water in her official design, and because she looks so bad, why would anyone want to pay money to put new outfits on her? Sean's design immediately feels more dynamic and attractive, and I can see players wanting to actually put cool skins on that character design instead. And before people say players hated Concord because of diversity, no. We just don't like that the characters are ugly as sin, that's all. And the redesign here, it still retains Amari's black skin and all of that, but she looks like an actual woman now. Instead of this weird potato-shaped penguin from the Batman Buzz Lightyear reject thing that they
Buzz
got going
Lightyear.
on here officially. Like I said in my previous video, Concord needs to change
Buzz
their designs in
Lightyear.
order to have a fighting chance. But I genuinely believe that neither Firewalk or Sony will be willing to spend the money and time required to actually fix these things. But in reality, it is the only way that this game survives past its original 2 weeks lifespan that it already did. But in order to change the character designs, that would mean that Sony would obviously have to fork out millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Because they would have to fix the cinematics, all the previously created assets and skins and all of that.
Yeah, it's like the thing is, like, they don't have focus testing anymore. They just kind of, I mean, in art, like, I guess if you're some indie person or like you're trying to make something, it's. But if you want some return, you can like do whatever you want. But like if you're spending like $100 million of corporation's money, I would think the corporation want a return on investment. So they would like take the characters and like show them to like a focus group of like young people and say, "Hey, would you play this?" And they would tell you straight up, like, "No." And then you'd be like, "Okay, we're not moving forward with this because we took it to the focus group and they said, hell no." That's one quote from, some little dude
Right.
at the mall. He said, "Nah," NAH. It was funny in the video. They said that why would anyone pay to put skins on, that character?
That character,
Like,
right?
yeah, Mari.
Mm.
And I don't know, maybe one reason would be to like get her out of her bad outfit she currently has on. Like, it's a charity.
Yeah.
It'd be like, damn, this is pretty bad. It's some money. Get yourself a better fit. Get yourself a better fit, girl. Like, get yourself some, get your hair did, get your
I just don't know if they could make it any better. The only way they could make it better is like if they gave her like a Juggernaut type outfit, and I could just like hide everything and make her look like a like cool
or straight up like mech suit or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
straight
yeah.
up that's a whole other outfit. So
Yeah.
she's inside of Evangelion now or something.
Yeah, something like that. I'm like, all right, she look like Unit 1. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
That's the new Imari skin right now. Just put her in a giant.
If they told me Sean fix this, I'll be like, all right,
Put her
now
in a
she
gun-
gonna
put
look
her in-
like she gonna look like the Sentinel from Children of the Atom, the game.
You just draw a Gundam ripoff and put her in it. Like, oh, she's in there somewhere. She's in that giant Gundam somewhere.
Imagine a Gundam screaming "Jabam!" Like,
Yeah, it's Imari. She's in there somewhere.
In the
She's
bed.
in the eyeball of the Gundam. She's working the controls like this, like, that's not fair. That's cheating.
oh man,
Alpha Proto says, "Wow, free press. Anyone new here because of the video?"
I'm not sure. Well, it wasn't my YouTube channel wasn't shouted out in the video. My Twitter page was. I will say my Twitter page. Yeah, I'll have to double check,
They're
but
vibing with it.
yeah, they were vibing with it. And it bumped up with like at least like 200 new people, and still growing. So I was like, ah, cool. I finally surpassed 3K, so that's cool. I'll put up a congrats. Thank you post tomorrow or something.
Kirby says that his fix would be a string bikini, but the same body though. Like, damn.
You know what? You know what, man? You know what, man? Maybe you go work for them. They be.
Yeah, hire you as a consultant.
Yeah, word. My man just want to see the world burn. I do understand his sentiment too, because I just like, yo, just make it worse, y'all. Just make it worse. Just keep going because it's funny. Like, I don't know.
And put the jiggle effects. You can put the jiggle effects.
Yeah, yo, oh, facts. Yo, can you imagine? Like, I just try to envision that in my head look crazy.
You're probably gonna get funded by the EU.
Said, oh, you got a Demion shout out. That's huge. Yeah, man. Yeah. I was talking with him and I was like, yo, he's gonna put in a video. I was like, yo, go right ahead. Go right ahead, bro. His channel is crazy huge. And it's funny because I was actually shocked because I thought he was just gonna say, like, look at this better design. No, my man like stood on the topic for like a whole 2 minutes. I was like, oh, that's a good chunk. Sheesh. I'm like, thanks, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all should watch the entire video though. It is entertaining. He goes over basically the whole Concord thing. Um, uh, hold on, because Maki said something here about Sean should walk in the Firewalk Studios. They say step aside. I'll show you how it was done. You know what was funny about this whole thing? So in other words, Sony owes Sean $1 million. Hey, listen, Sony. I know you don't know who I am, right? I actually do not dislike you guys. I've been a PlayStation guy for as long as I could tell. I didn't, I still have to get the PS5, but that's beside the point. If y'all want to throw some money at me to have me come on to, if you want to re-release the game for free, right? And then I could put like the spin on some characters. Like I'm here, just send me a check now. But people were saying that in the comments, like they should give you the money. I'm like, listen, I mean, $100 million. I'll take like, I don't even need the 100 million. I'll take like, I don't know,
I don't know what the point was. I guess the
500K.
point
Like,
was to not earn money. Maybe the point was not to earn money. Maybe the point was just to flush out people in the company that can't earn at one and fire them all in one giant swoop. It was like a honeypot situation. They're like, yes, make the failure undeniable so I could fire you with cause. So you don't sue me for some trumped up charges. Who knows? I don't really know.
I don't
A lot
know.
of internal machinations happening at every corporation in America right now dealing with this similar issue.
Yeah.
Maybe they're finding like creative ways to like let people go. Maybe it's just a setup. Maybe it was a setup, son, because they pulled it pretty quick and they had a very definitive action where they're like, "We're pulling it. We're apologizing. We're giving the money." It's just like
That's a crazy
it's
move.
it's like
Was there any other
and it's
time
like,
this happened?
I guess it's a live service game, so it's like they just can't afford to put it up. It's almost like when you make something and put it out, and if it sucks,
Mm-hmm.
at some point it's just like whatever, it's out, it sucks, but it'll exist forever somehow, and
Right.
you just move on. Meanwhile, I guess live service is like it's never over. The
Ever.
game is just never over. It's just like, oh, I gotta build a new season, I gotta build a new cutscene. They were planning to make this game, I guess, go on for, if it was successful, and it wasn't gonna be. But if it was successful, it would go as long as like Overwatch or one of these things and like Fortnite, and it would just make new skins, make new this, host it on some cloud server that they gotta pay a ridiculous amount of money to host their software and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it was just like, listen, man, they can't justify paying the cost to maintain Concord anymore. So they just yanked it,
Wait, oops. I don't know, man. It's sad times. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like he says, you got a shout out from Diviana and you're on Dan Burrow.
Oh, right. Some website I never knew about that existed, by the way. I got shouted out on a website that I cannot show on YouTube for the art piece that I did of Eve and 2B, the Stellar Blade / Near Automata fan art piece, and apparently they put my stuff up on there. The reason I said I can't show it is because they have my art piece was perfectly fine. It's just that they post a lot of questionable fan art content on there. So I was just like, oh, I did not know that I hit this part of the internet by accident. Is it Rule 34? Website. Yeah. I guess mostly. Makani would know more about it, but yeah. Frodo said my interest is peaked. I don't know. You got to look it up, brother, on your own. I can't. I can't. That's on you, man. That's on you. To this draw a spicy 2B. Nope. No, I did not. My 2B was very regular. My 2B was very bland. I don't even know how it ended up on there. I think it was just like, oh, because that's when Stellar Blade was new. So I guess they were just grabbing every piece of Stellar Blade fan art that they could find, and they just found mine by mistake. Some off of Twitter, I think. Not even entirely sure. Oh man, let's see here.
Let's see what's going on. What's going on with what's going on with movies right now? What's coming out? Beetlejuice is coming out. The sequel. I guess it'll be number one. I guess it'll finally dethrone Deadpool and whatnot.
It show. Wait, that's coming out like right now.
I think so. I think it's coming out this week. It's coming out tomorrow.
Oh, it is. Oh, I'm not exactly excited. Don't know why. I don't even hate it. It's just I just.
Well, it's like it's an hour and 44 minutes. Well, at least it's not like 3 hours. Still pretty long though.
Oh, so it's quick showtime. It's showtime. All right, cool. Hold on, I had something in my head and I forgot what completely it was. Man, hold on. Deadpool and Wolverine is still in the movie theater?
Oh yeah, it's been like number one for 6 weeks just because there hasn't been that competition.
Oh, good grief! I thought
The Crow did not dethrone it. I think The Crow opened like a number 7 or 8.
The Crow does not exist. I don't know what that is. That movie doesn't exist. That was a figment of your imagination and y'all imagination in the chat. I don't
Conjured it up.
Yeah, that joint is made up.
The box office is number 1, Deadpool and Wolverine. Number 2, Alien Romulus.
Okay.
Then Twisters with about the hurricanes and whatnot. The Twisters. Reagan. Apparently, it's a movie about Ronald Reagan right now.
Ronald.
Played by Dennis Quaid. It was number 4. Total gross $7,650,720. Number 5 is a movie called It Ends With Us. This is like some kind of dramatic movie about a relationship and some abusive dude. There's $133 million so far. That was a hit, bro. Blink Twice. I don't know what that is, but 15 million. The Forge. I don't know what that is.
The Forge, that's a Christian movie, I think.
Okay, made $14 million. And Despicable Me.
Mr. Blue?
I guess it's still out somewhere in America. In the country. Alien Romulus. It looked like Alien. It just looked like regular Alien.
It's straight up Alien, yeah.
Yeah. Except with like younger people. It's like it's not a remake, but they just have the same scenario. I heard there were like some callbacks in the film, but it's just kind of strange because they didn't meet any of the characters from the original film.
Right.
Power 900 says Dan Burrow shows a mixture of art, Rule 34 and not safe for work art, but it's mostly not safe for work, depending on the characters or other tags. Coco says New Crow flopped. Oh, it flopped.
Badly.
Yikes. Power 900 says the site has animations and GIFs too. Yes. Yes, it does. Alpha Pro says Deadpool Wolverine still raking in money. Yeah, because it's a big summer movie.
That's insane, bro.
I mean, Alien Romulus was like the only thing that was going to be like its competition.
Yeah. No, you're right.
The Crow.
Hold on, y'all. I don't know what I was trying to do here. I was trying to do like some kind of a couple of sun rays coming in, but I think my older idea was better. Hold on. What it
I don't know. It just says, "Oh, the Tyler Perry movie that people hate due to stereotypes of black people, while others praise the movie." End of Us. No, I think it ends with us. I think it's a different movie.
Oh, okay, got you.
It's not directed by Tyler Perry. I think Blake Lively's in it. So look it up.
Rena's asking a question. Is Concord supposed to be in space? Yes. It's in a space that makes no profit. That's okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be in space. I think it's like intergalactic or something, you know? Like Guardians of the Galaxy, so
Right.
that's oh yeah, and Brina and Alpha Proto pointed out, yes, the Crow movie is available to, I guess, rents on YouTube on this very platform. Hold on. Let's see, right? The Crow. Pre-order. It's available for pre-order, so it's not here yet.
For sure.
So what happens if I click it? No, whoa. That's copyrighted music, I'm sure. That was only two. That was less than 2 seconds. So I'm good. I didn't realize it was gonna play. Some guy said this was a great movie. This was a great movie. As a fan of the comic series and a fan of the original film with Brandon Lee, it wasn't perfect, but it was great enough as its own adaptation. I can't believe the fake news and corporate media and mainstream journalists, websites, and YouTubers and podcasters are all hating on this film.
Oh, they did. They hated it.
I don't know, man. You can call me an old man. I just saw the trailer. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, because like it's not the issue is that the Crow is like out. The original one is like outdated. It's still watchable. It's still good. And everything that's new is like better.
Let's try this. Take this as an ad. Me trying to fix my own character design muscles right here. I'm gonna have to put something else on the top of that outfit. But just kind of like want like a bright beam of sunlight to come straight through here or something. Oh, that's interesting. No, put it back
And
on.
100 says, Sean, it's like what Snipe said. Some MFers still skate uphill.
Well, we're gonna have to do
Trying to
something. I
change.
mean, a serious talk. Before I even get off here, we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do something because, like, I know this is a topic we talked about a lot, but the East is still beating our butts in the quote tweets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like hard. Like we had nothing to show. We had nothing to show. What did we have to show for this year? It must have been one thing. Maybe it was a movie or something.
Yeah, maybe. Deadpool Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Sorry, there you go. Deadpool and Wolverine. That's what we had to show. Deadpool and Wolverine. Meanwhile,
You want to shake? Yeah, go ahead.
Meanwhile, they had, I don't know, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and they had Stellar Blade and Black Myth Wukong. I'm not seeing this as a competition, by the way, per se. I'm just like, can we be cool too? Like, but
yeah, can we do some coolness?
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. Like, can we be cool too? Like, it's not like oh, we're not cool. and or we're cool and they're just cooler. It's like they're cool and we're not. We're running away actively from cool, and now
Right.
people
We're
getting upset.
anti-cool.
Yeah, it's like anti cool on purpose. It's like a little. It's like a. It's like a little kid bully who's just frustrated, and then when you call him on, he just like laughs. You, hey,
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's like anti. It's just not cool. You know, 'cause sometimes people try to be like, "Oh, I could be cool in a different way." You know, like a hipster is different from like I don't know a biker or something like that.
right?
But I think with these people, it's just that they're just lame. They're like anti-cool in the very literal sense.
Yeah,
They see cool, they recognize it, and they want to go the complete opposite. But it's not just because they want to be different, it's because they think like they're here to destroy, you know, the traditional beauty standard paradigm.
yeah. They think this is like activism or something.
Right. And I guess people are burnt out on activism in their media to a degree, you know,
Yeah.
that you just can't do 100% activist game. You gotta like mix that stuff in with like cool stuff, at least to make it go down easy. But they never go do that. It's just straight
Like I
up
always say,
pedal to the metal.
Arcane has
Whack.
politics, has their own politics in it, but Arcane is very digestible. I don't know why they can't.
Sometimes it's all you can hope for. It's like the bare minimum. It's like the bare minimum requirement. They can't even achieve that. It's, you know, it's just the way it is.
Anyhow,
Yeah,
y'all.
Power 900 says Deadpool Wolverine was a hit. I can't believe 90% of the population hates this. Am I out of touch? No, society's out of touch. Yep. But yeah, let's do the showcase, guys. Every week we do the showcase. It's your artwork featured right here on the stream. If you would like to join the showcase, go to the link in the description. You'll find the Discord link and post your artwork in the poster art section.
Yep.
Anyway, Sean, what do we have this week?
We have Mufa, Slappy. He's got a
All
drawing of
right.
somebody is having fun in the water. Is somebody drowning in the background? Oh, I guess they're not drowning. Maybe wait, are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hard to say.
So you might need help that person. You know what I'm saying?
No, too busy getting a selfie. You know, gotta get
Nice colors. By the way, they're using an effect that I only learned this effect like last year, like absurdly enough, which is actually kind of embarrassing. Of like using like the multiply color to make the water drops look natural, and then just like highlight it with white. So I think that's pretty cool. I do have to work on water effects. I'll probably do a water piece at some point in time. Here's Bree.
What up, Bree?
Bree got some cool stuff going on here. I don't know if these are actual personalities or if this is just practice, but if not, it looks pretty dope regardless. That one, hold on. Gotta give them the fire emoji, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. It's Bree again. How to draw anime the Marvel next Marvel way in the next video. That's funny. She's drawing Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, but like in the how to draw the Marvel way style.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of
cool.
yeah, that's kind of creative.
Nice.
Oh, she said they're commissions. All right, cool. Got you. We got Maki over here doing some dope stuff with the
Oh,
pen.
cool.
With the
The
pen.
micron.
The micron. I
Let you
haven't
know.
touched the micron in like I don't even remember, y'all. It's been a while.
So I'm gonna get the micron endorsement.
Maki needs a micron endorsement. That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't get any endorsements. You
Maybe
know what I'm
get
saying? Like,
sponsorship. Let's see.
oh,
What else we got?
we've got Brina again. Oh, she's working it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Zenitsu, the Marvel way. By the way, I still haven't read through Demon Slayer because that whole, you know, their powers are only a representation and don't exist thing threw me off. Y'all seen
True.
this already. It's just me drawing Mr. Bam. Okay. All right.
Cool.
Now here's Maki drawing his redesign of Baz. Okay.
Huh.
I'm not gonna get into why this is controversial, but big ups to him for trying. It's nice. Some dope
All right.
line work.
Oh yeah, very clean line.
Here. Does this look Disney-esque? It actually does. That's Zenitsu meets Aladdin, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
They ain't never had a friend like him.
Nope.
Boom, boom, boom. What else we got here? Oh, this is who this is supposed to be? That's funny.
What do you mean?
There's a character in I'll show you the character. Give me a second. There's a character in our favorite game Concord named It's Z or It's Z. I don't know what you want to call her. And he made a gothic version of her, which is actually highly entertaining. I will show y'all what It's Z looks like if I can.
It's a Z, Mario.
Did they? Hold on, guys. Can y'all show me something? No.
Maybe.
Where is she?
Well, we
Oh,
should
here
show.
we go. Here we go. That's what she looks like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. With her voice acting, she's very annoying. Like sounding like if I was playing as her, but her moveset. To be honest, her moveset looked kind of like the coolest because she would like teleporting around the stage and stuff like that. Itsy. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Mr. Makani, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, Mari Cinematic is still in the chat.
Dang, he left. I don't know if he's still here.
Got this going on right now. Remind me of Aaliyah for a second, but it's got he's got a shadow on the moon. He's got a crow. It's the real crow. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. You got another one. Looks like oh, look at this. It's like a montage.
Cool. This is what's up. It's almost like a prelim. That is.
You being a real artist and using blue tint.
True.
Yeah, look, there he goes. I should probably be doing stuff in blue, but I don't bother with it. What tablet is that, Mari? Is that a Wacom? Oh,
So bling.
look at this. Look who it is. I think we all know this person.
It's Black Cat.
This person is named Sydney Sweeney, right?
That's what they should cast.
Yeah.
Just forget Madam Web never existed.
Yo, Madam Web is on YouTube. I mean YouTube, excuse me. Madam Web is on Netflix, by the way, and I always try to like say like, yo, I'm gonna try to barrel through and watch it for fun, and then like I literally can't pass like 2 minutes at a time. Like,
That bad?
I don't. Whoever was, I guess it was Madam Web's mother or something in the beginning of the movie, and she is not good at. I don't know if I can't crap on the actress. I just know the scene she was doing was not well acted. Like it was just
That's
like
where they're at right now. Just be as good as
I was like, brother,
brother.
like
Brother.
why are you acting like this,
All right,
brother?
that was the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Awesome, guys. Thank you for showing your artwork. If you like the stream, like the video.
Yeah, guys. Like the video if you can. Get us boosted up in that algorithmic vibe and all of that. Let me see. Do we have any announcements? No, not really. Other than that, Dan and I are working on some things that you'll hear about soon, of course. Um, Comic related, animation related, all of that. Working behind the scenes to get some stuff out. If you guys haven't already, follow the other channel, which I have to get you the link to, which is um Digital Art Riots.
Yes.
That's where I will post all my concentrated art related videos. Uh, And it's funny, I guess I'll ask you guys in the chat. I was trying to figure it out myself because, like, let's say, like, today we were speaking about character design, and I'm like, well, I do want to give speaking pieces in my art channel too. Being that Concord is being critiqued, it's like, I'm not sure what channel that would even go on.
Hmm.
That's a question. But I am kind of reacting to Concord.
Yeah.
Unless I just talked about character design. But we'll figure it out. Y'all can give me your thoughts though. Let me get the link for y'all. Oh no. Why is that on? Hold on, let's put on pretty things.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Switch your channel. Yeah, there we go. Digital art rights. Copy. Here y'all go. It's in the chat. Feel free to add. I didn't upload anything this week, but I'll upload something maybe on the weekend.
Maybe.
Maybe I've been experimenting with weekend upload times. Hey, I got a little tip for y'all YouTubers out there. If you're gonna upload on the weekend, at least as I've seen one time, do it in the morning,
For sure.
like
Also,
9 o'clock in the morning.
also check out redcomicbook.com
Yep.
for our 88-page graphic novel Red Cyberpunk Fairytale that you can order on the site. But you can also check out a free preview. It's a story of Red Riding Hood reimagined as a sci-fi action adventure story. Check it
Rudder.
out. You can see a little preview. You can see graphic novel. The images shown are images from the book. So you'll be able to see that.
Yeah.
So, good times. We're gonna, we'll have some announcements soon.
Yep.
But you're indie, you really have to do it, ground up. You gotta you gotta make the comics, you gotta make the animation. Like
Yeah. Cause
the yeah, there's like two animations right now. One is like an intro I made way back, but I wanted to have it in the can. So the other like print materials finalized so I can have these as like an arsenal ready to spray the internet with art or whatever.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So one has voiceover, the other does not, but it's more of like an action piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of it's I don't know, it's a little over 2 minutes. And it's sort of like it's an action scenario, like it's kind of like Eon Flux, but not like that, not like that wild, but remember those old shows where she would go through an adventure a little bit and it would kind of end come to some conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a 2-minute story, basically, like a beginning, middle, and end. No words though, and in action, so it's like all action, but it kind of,
Forward movement.
so yeah, that's for Red. I remember someone saying something. It was like, I forget. I was looking up it's like old head stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember that movie in the 80s is like or like the 90s or whatever, like no, it was the 80s. It was One Crazy Summer or remember Eek the Cat?
Yes.
And it was I was looking up the career. You ever getting looking up random stuff on the internet
Oh
and you're
yeah.
wondering what happened to the guy who made Eek the Cat, Savage Steve Holland? Because it seemed that sometime he was making movies, he was making cartoons, he was doing a lot.
Hmm.
And I remember I read an old interview of him, an interview from a few years ago, talking about his career.
Yeah.
And he said that he went into movies for a while because the animation he would try to make took like 9 months to make like 2 minutes of animation. Because you got to think about it. Back then, like whatever in the
Yeah.
80s,
Yeah.
you had to like you had to draw this thing and you had to color it and paint it, and then you had to get like an actual film camera to like take shots of it and stuff. And now we have programs, we have assets, the Japanese are just like rendering an entire background in Blender, and then they just keep it in their files forever, and then they just have them like do fights within their rotating background that they have
Yeah.
in perfect resolution at any angle they want. So interesting times for
Tough time, man.
original content.
Because it's getting better, it's getting easier, to do stuff with all the new programs and all that.
And, yeah.
Which is why we shouldn't depend on stuff like, well, I guess gaming is different. Well, no, people are making indie games, so
Yeah, eventually the technology is going to keep up. The only thing is like getting the word out. That's the one thing. Because
yeah.
like the way that the the system is set up, the whoever runs the world, they decide that like they can push any content or any messaging or anything that they want through mainstream corporations. And the rest of us, they have us chasing like, fandom through like social media and trying to retain the audience, and then you present them with the work. They don't have that. Like they're actors on Disney Channel that haven't like acted in years.
Right.
But since they were on a Disney Channel show like 4 or 5 years ago, they instantly have like, 9 million followers off rip. Like, you know what I'm saying? For the week that they are on that show, the first they debut, they get like 2 million. After that, to the moon, which is crazy. That's the power that mainstream media has. Maybe that's why people are upset about Concord. I don't know. Because in theory, you shouldn't be upset about it. It's just like it's just another flop game. Like who cares? Everybody flops once in a while in
Yeah.
life. But I think that people are just being like pummeled by
It's too
corporate
much.
content
You
so
know
much
why is they upset about
that hasn't delivered, and now they're getting antsy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Concord more than Dustborn, because Dustborn is like be written off like, all right, this is just like clown game. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, they talking about it in the chat right now. Says, but seriously, guys, in Dustborn, the Vitiligo girl that ass causes a car crash, most likely end the lives of at least 3 people, and then everyone tells her it's not her fault. I guess technically it was not her fault.
True.
Because Pax used her power to tell her to like swerve drive. So it was Pax's fault? And did they penalize her for that? Not that I remember, but I don't think Dustborn is about accountability. So anyway, Concord. It's just too much. It was too concentrated. They had like, they had all this money behind it. Like, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. And like people, I guess people were like, yeah, we heard this before. Blah blah blah. And it came out. It was nothing. So now I guess people are just dancing on the grave or something like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like it was recognized even by the parent company that it was a problem.
Right.
So
Uh,
you certainly didn't get that from like Star Wars or any of that stuff. Like they just were like a hitman. They took Luke Skywalker out
yeah.
out of existence, out of commission. They made him a weird bumbling. You made him a weird homeless dude.
You mean like how he acts in Twitter right now? No.
I have nothing to say about that, but I'm just saying like the so it's like they made 3 movies, about to make more.
Yeah.
And then they made The Acolyte. Like there's no like stop, let me reassess. to see if people are watching it only through the Acolyte. Like, in fact, that's like the first Star Wars thing that ever got canceled. Like,
Is it? Oh, you might be right, actually.
yeah, just like you never heard anything from Star Wars. Like, I mean, I've heard of things being poorly received, but nothing in a
Getting
situation where it
canceled?
had to end impromptu, like ending. Like, if there was a cliffhanger, it won't be resolved, or maybe it'll be resolved in words in the next episode of The Mandalorian or whenever that comes back.
Yeah.
They're gonna just say like, "What happened to those people in the Acolyte?" Oh, of course, I don't know what. It's probably different universe and timeline. And I think it is different timeline.
It's in it's a prequel.
Sure, yeah. Power 100 says allegedly using AI too, Dan, for in between scenes. Probably. I mean, people are using AI or something. It is an interesting thing. I mean, eventually everyone's gonna use it. It's just like how everyone said, I will not download MP3s because I support like the physical media, and then you just went to now there's worse than MP3. It's like you just stream it off of Spotify. Listen to
Yo,
the ad.
I'm not paying for them subscription, bro. I'm listening to my music straight off of like I don't know.
The Spotify, you got to hear the 30 minutes every. You get an
I'll
ad
go to
every 30
Amazon and buy
minutes.
the album, bro, or something like. I'm not getting a Spotify subscription. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I'll just go support the artist directly.
Brina says, seriously, guys, Dustborn.
Yeah, I read that one.
All right. It's a lot. I mean, I just think it's crazy because like making a game you got a team, and I
It's a
think
lot
it's
of
just like you
effort
get
to
to a
put
point where
in.
like yeah.
That says a lot of effort to put into a game, and then like it's either like depending on your side, it's either like, I told you so, or like, wow, that's sad, and that they all let go. To be honest, I read the article about Rocksteady, right? And one guy apparently was on paternity leave, and then got let go, and they weren't even developers. They were from like another department. They still got let go. I'm like, that's sad. That's legitimately sad. But then it's funny. It's like, whose fault is that? Not that particular person. Who the one who wrote the story? Why are they
True.
the one getting laid off?
I don't know. Maybe now that they're having kids though, they're on a paternity leave, they can like show the designs to the kids when they get older and say, "Would you play this? Would you?"
Right.
It's usually how like they used to do it back in the day. Like they would show a kid a Ninja Turtle and say, "Would you play with this?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then it's like, "Okay, this is gonna do very well." Now they make things in like we know you don't want to play this, but we're going to guilt trip you into playing this or something. And it's like, listen, this never worked.
You can show kids. Somebody on my Twitter showed their kids the trailer for Minecraft, and they were not having it.
Bruh.
Not having it.
Didn't I forgot I saw like I didn't even see the whole I think I saw it
I saw the whole
through
trailer.
a podcast.
Oh.
So it was a YouTube I saw it through a react. So I didn't really get the full thing. I will have to watch it again. All I know is that they're like, the screenshotting the woman from Orange is the New Black coming
Mhm.
in and saying, "Well, oh hell no," or something like that. Which is like the
Oh
most
yeah.
cliche.
She was mad cliche in the show.
She comes in and says, "What the hell? What?" And it's like, this is what they always do, bro. It's like dial-up trailer.
Now for that black
And
stereotype, you know what I mean?
it was pretty bad. It had Jack Black in it, and I'm like, how does Jack Black get booked for all these franchises? Like
I don't know. Talking about he's some
he's
Steve.
in, yeah, he's
No,
in
you not,
Marvel.
bro.
Yeah, word.
Get out of here. Like what? So apparently, kids or at least that individual's kids saw it and was like, "Nah."
It's
Back to
almost like a Saturday Night Live parody. It was like
it does look like that.
Jason Momoa and Jack Black are in the movie. It's like this is the exact. Where's Kevin Hart?
They look like they were dressed up for a Saturday Night parody too. Like their outfits.
Yeah.
Like,
And I mean, really, you're gonna make a Minecraft movie? I'm like,
who asked for a Minecraft movie?
come on.
Ain't nobody
Like,
at.
bruh. Like, bruh.
Boy.
This is like, yo. What's going on?
I'm gonna
What's
need
going on
people.
with America?
I'm gonna need people to stop. America, we cooked, bro. We just cooked. We fried,
The reason these
sizzling.
budgets are so high is that these actors are asking for more money. And can you blame them? I mean, look, this is embarrassing work. I don't think this
They
is why
better
they
ask
got
for
into
money
the
because they
craft.
definitely not gonna get the money off the revenue.
I mean, you never know. I mean, it puts some name on there. Maybe some people watch it, but if it gets bad press like this, that's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
was
a
talking
real
in
wake up call.
general. I was talking in general. But yeah, this movie might make money. I mean,
That-
won't be me.
So like seeing it rendered like in like high res and the way they have it, like and them interacting with these creatures, it's kind of like freaky, like
Yeah, I don't know. It's cross-eyed
just kind of
sheep
disturbing.
and like I don't know.
Power 900 says, yeah, that Minecraft trailer looking crazy. We've been fried. Oh yeah.
Like the
Burn.
fire actually might be going out and we just sizzling.
Yeah, it's just
It's
like,
like
bro, what is this?
like already cooked. And the East about to devour us. Sorry to Alpha Pro that says you add in a voiceover to your time lapse. Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that.
Yes.
I'm gonna start doing that for Digital Art Riot. And if I have any highlights here that I could post for the videos, I'll either use the raw video you've seen here, or I might add a time lapse on top of that too. So regardless of what, you're getting voiceover with time lapse.
100%.
On Digital Art Riot, I wanted to start giving some. People ask for my. I can't even say this without like cringing. My expertise on art
Why you cringing at that?
topics.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to hoard your expertise
Oh,
from the people, the elixir,
I guess. Listen,
or you're just a humble man. You're a humble man,
listen. Y'all gonna get a bunch
a
of.
child of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He said
I
to be
try.
humble.
Yeah, yeah. Always be
You
humble.
know,
I ain't gonna sit up here and gasp. Yo, I'm the man. I'm the best artist you ever seen. No, I'm not. But
so you gotta be at 2021, right? You gotta bring back boasting. I'm the best. Like rappers.
yeah, I don't know. I never got into the
There's never been a humble rapper. I don't think there's ever been like a humble rapper.
skilo.
He wish he was taller. That's
Yeah,
true.
he wish he was a little bit
Self-deprecating
taller.
rapper, I guess.
Yeah, he was depressed. I never heard the rest of his other songs, but that particular song when he was, it's just,
But yeah, definitely look out for that.
yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. We'll see you next week. I'm sure something. Oh, wait a minute. It is just before I go. It is now, at least on my side of the well, I guess for everybody now. It is now the 6th of September.
Yes.
Concord is over.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, they took it away. They removed it.
Yeah,
Deleted it.
they said the 6th.
Wow. Well, that's that. That's that. That's cool. Hey, Power 100 is also a Skilo fan. He's a Skilo respecter.
Yeah, there you go.
He knows what's up. So, all right, guys.
So yeah,
Have a
RIP,
good one.
RIP for Japan, and we'll see you guys next. We have a good weekend. We'll see you on the social medias and all that. Discord popping in. I'll be on Twitter, acting the fool and all of that. All right, yo. Peace out.
Peace.